Hello, 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 Virgos. Welcome, welcome. My name is Patty, and I'm here to do a reading for you guys from the 4th through the 10th. This is an intuitive reading. I do intuitive tarot and also do intuitive coaching. So for those of you that are brand new, intuitive coaching is sort of like divine coaching, things that would be more from a spiritual base in making your decisions rather than earthly base. So if that's something that you're interested in, or if you'd like a tarot reading, then please look down below. Both those website addresses now are conjoined. So you can click on either one and you'll get both, and they'll be divided in there. So it took me a lot to do that, but I just felt like it was more important to combine them because of the way that we work our spirit, mind, and body together. So so let's get started. And if you are brand new, I thank you for coming in. For those of who have already come and joined and subscribed, I thank you very, very much. I am recording this on the 31st, so for those of you that are popping in, Happy New Year, Happy New Year's Eve. There's already some people over there in Germany that have reached the new year. I've gotten hellos from them. So I thank you for a year of interesting journey. Actually, it's not been a year. It's been 6 months. So thank you for supporting me for these last 6 months. So let's get going. So I'm going to pull an oracle for the current energies for the week, and then I'm going to pull an oracle for the future energies. What's been happening in the readings this week, or for this week, though, it's like they're really just melding together to become one energy. Which would be sort of typical because the way that we're moving is sort of through a contraction extraction period, and it's probably going to last until the end of the month, maybe into February. So it's sort of like going one energy here, the energy for this week may be contracting, the next one may be expanding. So it's actually coming together. It's been quite an interesting reading this week. So I have the current energy for the week, and I will see what we pull for the future energy. Whoa, wow. Okay. Well, we got the card, but we also got a bunch of them flipped upside down. All right. That does happen occasionally. We get things thrown out of our hands. This is interesting because this is one that I think the Libras had. So for this is a new oracle for me. I love it. It's through Colette Baron-Reid. And she is got some beautiful, beautiful artwork. This was given to me for Christmas. So new deck, and I'm learning her book. So the GRAIL Knight is your first energy. So romance, illusion, and seeking sacred, which it would be really, actually, how should I put that? It would be really typical for this to be a sacred card because the card chosen for the year is the Hierophant. I can't speak. Hierophant. But the GRAIL Knight is also about romance and illusion and all that kind of nice, warm, fuzzy stuff, right? So the future energy, though, however, is burden. And this showed up for the Libras, I believe. And burden is actually about what burden are you carrying? Are you carrying one that you created? Is it a burden that was put onto you by someone else? Is it a burden that you have released? Is it a burden that you're carrying into the future, into 2021? So these are things that probably will pop up. So also, too, the GRAIL card is about numerology, a 6, and that's about improvement and self-growth. And the burden is the number 7. You can see it's 43, but it's number 7. It's about your potential and ambition. A lot of that has to do with your choices. So burdens can be also a lot to do with your choices. Almost 80% of your burdens are actually put on by yourself. So let's get going and seeing what we have. Awesome. What a beautiful card to have first out. This is great. New energies, new beginnings. new year. But the thing is that this is the week of the 4th, so we're moving into the new year. And but these are new pure energies, the creative energies, things that we want to grow and learn and do during 2021. So these are actually very good energies. We have the Page of Pentacles next, and then we also have the Six of Wands. So there's an offering coming up, a new offering that may have something to do in like with your income, but this is a solely kind of thing. This isn't something that's going to be done together with somebody. If it has to do with your career or your future path for your finances, that kind of a thing. However, there's victory. So there is something that you're going to pat yourself on the back. You're going to be happy about. You've done it. You've made it. You've done it yourself with the divine's help and effort. And it's a wonderful thing. It's a self accomplishment. It's like a huge self accomplishment that you're getting ready to go through. Yeah. Now, the thing though, I'm looking at the Grail Knight, and the thing though that really sort of concerns me is that we've got the romance and the illusion of the Grail Knight. Here we can't look at illusions or be disillusioned. We need to look at the facts. So I think in this illusion that we're probably looking at maybe paying attention to the divine, because he's looking for seeking sacred. So you're going to find that a lot of people, because the card is Hierophant for the year, that people are going to be searching spirit or searching a faith or searching their inner peace, their inner soul work, their inner child work. A lot of this year is going to be, because we're going through such a cultural revolution right now. There's going to be a lot of that. So a lot of turmoil. For someone though, this is a time where they're losing a lot of sleep over something. Again, this may be due, like I said, these energies are mixing rather than being future. So I have two basically current energies. So somebody's got a burden that they're sitting over and they're worrying about, or they're losing sleep, maybe even having nightmares or night terrors about it. And I feel like maybe even somebody's sleepwalking. And not sure who that's for, but something is just about finished, because it's about 9, and 9 is either just about being finished, or it also could mean that it's really, really, really intense. It's like really on your forefront. You think about it. You can't get it out of your head. You're worrying about it. You just can't stop. And this is where the concern comes in, because you need to release it and let the divine have it, so that it can go whichever way it's supposed to go. And apparently it may have had to do with an argument with somebody, or a family member or friend, or it could have been a partner, whatever. But it seems like somebody walked away that just didn't give a crap. That they just sort of like, ha, ha, ha. This is not a good feeling. So now somebody's burdened with, what am I going to do? How am I going to take care of things? Where am I going to go? What's going on? Wow, this is very close to Libra's reading. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is about opportunities of change and decisions and choices. There's like you can pick whatever, that kind of thing on there. Also, too, we have the 9 of Wands, another intense card here. And this would go side by side with that, because if you had these 3 cards together, then you actually have got some war wounds, some battle wounds that you went through with somebody, and you're really struggling with that. However, this came in between. So there is an opportunity for healing here with someone. But you're going to have to seek that through the spirit, because again, we've got the Grail Knight, who is actually looking for spirit, seeking spirit. All right. So let's see what else we have here. Yeah, that's too funny. King of Swords, looking for the truth. seeking for the truth. What is the truth? Thank you. So they're saying that, is it truth from earth or is it truth from spirit? Spirit's truth or earth's truth? There's a huge, huge, huge difference, Virgos. And that is also too, thank you. So I'm being reminded that it's a double-edged sword and things can cut and divide. So something has been cut and I can see slicing, cut and divided. So this card can mean truth or something can be cut and divided. So I don't know what that is. Something was just sort of like cut. I don't know who that's for. For someone else, they're seeking the truth. And it's really been a roller coaster for somebody, because it's been like you don't know if they're telling the truth, and then you think, okay, it's getting better, and then you don't know if it's telling the truth again, and then it's getting better, and you're making your decision based on a roller coaster, which is earth. You have to listen to spirit, your intuition, and see where that's going. And that in itself, to carry that, that's a heavy burden. That is a real heavy burden. So I don't know who that's for. All right. Let's see where we are going next. Mr. King of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict here going on. The Seven of Wands. Again, more communication. More seeking. Again, this is fighting earth stuff. Somebody is really fighting earth stuff. But in all reality, you should be seeking the spiritual outcome, thinking of your intuition. Should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? Are they playing with me? Are they not playing with me? It's right here where your answer is. But if you're looking to your friends, you're looking to, oh, well, should I leave them? Should I stay? Should I leave her? Should I stay? I don't know what to do. There's so much crap going on. She cheated. He cheated. I just don't know what, and I can't seem to figure it out. Well, you know what? If you think they cheated, most likely they probably did. If you have to go to the point where you have to get like a private investigator, you already know the outcome. You just need the private investigator to show it. That's all. Been there. As far as somebody asking me to do because of my background, criminal justice, and I'm doing some detective work. Not detective, excuse me, investigation work on the side for like romance scams and stuff like that. Somebody wanted me to do that. And I'm like, if you have to ask me, and if you just need a picture, you already have the answer. Yeah. So there is a lot of conflict here for somebody. And this is a huge burden because it's a burden on their heart. This is a burden on somebody's heart, trying to get to the truth. For somebody else, it's trying to figure out, okay, this has been divided, so what do I do now? Not sure who that's for. All right, so let's see where we go from here. Oh, dear me. So we have we have justice. We have justice. We got a lot of wands, and this is very typical because it's all about communication. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So it's all about truth and communication. So whatever is going on with this person or person's energies, I don't know if this is going to resonate with you. There's a lot of opportunity and openings in the very beginning. It is wonderful, wonderful energy. However, it's going to take some communication to get through a barrier for somebody, because there is something going on as a barrier that you need to plow through, but you cannot go backwards. You cannot go backwards. You cannot worry about what happened in the past. You have to start fresh and new right here, not remind of the past over and over and over again. Ladies, we do this to the guys all the time. It's non-productive, and it's also more destructive than anything, because you're just bringing up old wounds, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. Communication, if you hashed it out, you've agreed that it's done, it's over with, it's buried, then you leave it there. You don't bring it up in the months to come. So this is a seed to be planted. There's a communication seed, and everything is going to work out. It's all going to come out in balance. It's all going to come out in balance. And we actually are going to be moving forward with it in a very good energy. So there's nothing ever if it's unfair, that is, that's what it is. However, you can heal it. You can never bring it back to the way it was 100%, but you can bring it pretty close. All right. So I don't know what that is to somebody, but the Justice card is about legal paperwork of some kind. There's something legal going on, whether it's a contract, buying a house together, car. It could be travel. You're going to be traveling, so you have to, sign off on that. Make sure that you're paying that. Maybe paying credit card bills down. I don't see money in here other than the Page of Pentacles, so I don't think this is all about money at all. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. So it's almost completed. Again, something is completing, something is beginning. And so when we complete something, we need to make sure that it's put to rest with a, what do you call that? With a factual, with more of facts than illusions, put it that way. That you go and you finish it and you're okay with it and you feel that that's the truth and that's the way it is, and then you can move on from it for that new energy, because you have a new energy here that is going to start. All right. Let me see if I would like to get some clarification on what this Justice is, though, or what this Justice is in relation to. Oh my gosh. I asked what Justice is going to be in relation to. They're saying just justice. Oh my goodness. Just justice. Okay, yeah, but we want to know answers. I want to know the answers, right? Oh my gosh, that is too funny. So, okay, so thank you. So justice is coming. However fairness can be made just, it is coming. You just have to be patient. It's coming. So whatever you're going through, whatever challenge, somebody's going through a challenge, somebody's going through some real, some interesting challenges, going through some trials here. Just know that if you be patient, you are getting a new seed. You've got the Ace of Wands. There is a new seed being planted as you go through whatever process you're going through. You really need mindful to your intuition, because something is ending right before this Justice came up. Okay, so something is finishing, completing. It's almost over. It's almost over, because we have the Nine of Wands, which is almost over, for your pain, your agony, your war wounds, your scars, and all that kind of stuff. This is good. However, the main focus on this is all about sacred, looking for the sacred one, looking for spiritual, and this will be the theme through the year, spiritual guidance, because that's the Hierophant card for the year, and that's what majority of this is going to be in related to. I don't know, maybe that's why the divine put me here 6 months ago, knowing what was going to be happening for the future. I don't know. I just know that when he says jump, I jump. So, Virgos, this is your reading. Wow. It's sort of a conflicting reading, but it's, the burden's going to be released. The burden is definitely going to be released. It's going to be finished. It's going to be over. Yes. And that we could even say the pandemic, too, but the pandemic, we have to reap the repercussions of the pandemic financially, through our work, through our jobs, through business owners and things like that. We are going to have the repercussions of what the pandemic did. So we still have to hang on. This will be the year that will be just contraction, extraction, or contraction expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. So things will be in waves, put it that way. So, but it is coming to the end. We're just getting into that birthing canal where we're now being pushed through, and movement is going forward. So, yeah, so I hope this resonated with somebody. Also, the other thing, too, before I leave, the Wheel of Fortune is about choices. So when you're looking at your choices and you're not sure this week of what you should do, just go and, be in a quiet space and ask the divine, because that's where your answers are. And you'll get them within your heart. And you'll know, because you'll sit there and like, well, I really should do that, but I really don't want to. And maybe, but I feel better doing this. When you feel better about doing something, that's usually the divine sharing with you which way to go. All right. So you guys have a very, very good week. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And then I will see you on the 11th. Now, I am recording this the 31st. So if you're reading this or watching this before the 11 o'clock on the 1st, come and see us on a live. This is a fun for you, just to pick my brain, say hello, ask questions, storytelling. You want to listen to my hoo-hoo stories or crazy stories about things, or maybe you've heard something through a reading that you were just curious about and it's been sort of on your mind, ask. That's what it's about. That's why I'm doing it live. And I hope you join me if you are watching this before the 1st at 11 a.m. on the 1st. Yeah. So, and I just noticed I have a Santa Claus there. I haven't put my decorations away from the office yet. So he's watching you for next year. All right, we will take care, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And if you're watching this before the new year, Happy New Year. Take care. All right, love you guys, Virgo.